fucking believe I was right about that.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Fucking knew it.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
I think I'm like halfway through
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Yep.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there
He
should be no
only
issue
claimed
with
he was a
Makoto's
girl
initial
because he
assertion.
thought he was weak.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Well, yeah, he was bullied into being a girl, and that was just because of how he was.
I still
He
don't
wanted to
understand
be
the
a
motive
boy
for
this
moving
entire
the
time,
body,
but Japan was just like, nah, bro,
yes,
we're gonna
that
bully
does
you
seem
into
plausible.
submission.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Oh, was there? What, did you give him a hand job? Well then shut up, Byakuya, you
This is the
son
most
of a bitch.
titillating situation.
Shut up, you serial killer cunt.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
This man's crotch is well above the fucking railing. And last I checked,
He's
that's
off in
like
his own little
normal on
world.
everyone else.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No. It's so
Well,
weird
without a
to
doubt,
think
Byakuya is the one that
he's
made
the killer.
Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I have to take him out of the
But
equation. It's
aren't
too obvious.
you the one who accused him in the first place?
No. The game made me say
He
that.
just seems to be too easygoing about all this.
Yep, that's
Like
how
he's
I
enjoying
agree
us
with it.
solving the mystery.
Yep.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
That's because it doesn't.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Actually, exactly.
Plus,
for
the
once.
evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt.
Yeah, that's how I would put
He
it.
consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At
Yeah.
least, that's how I see it.
It doesn't make sense.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy,
Yeah.
if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Oh, shut the fuck up or I'll fart in your mouth, you little shit stain of a piece of shit.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
You're lucky,
I
because
just
I would
happened
still
to
shit in
come
your mouth
across the
whether or
corpse
not
in the
you
girls'
are or
locker
not.
room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
Are you kidding me? You decided to mess... Okay.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Shut the fuck up, you
Well,
cunt.
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then,
Not
if it
really.
wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going?
I need to refill
We're
my
all
water.
good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's the one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. Killer's a guy.
I got it!
That narrows it down because of the bathroom. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay. Library desk lamp, disappearing stain. So it's disappearing stain or Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I think it's Celeste's account.
Clues are one thing, but
Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
It's all... You want to know who saw the killer?
And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man.
Yay! No! Not game over!
Isn't there a single clue that... Well... Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
No, it's not that one. Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird is going on.
Shoot!
Shit, am I wrong? That's 6. Fuck.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
No, it's not that either. Fuck.
Shoot!
Ah, shit.
Isn't there a single clue?
Well... Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Fuck.
You want to know who saw the killer? And it's not like they're just gonna... Game over, man!
Yay! No!
So it is Celeste's
Not game
account, right? It's just the
there
next
a
area.
single clue?
Well... Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Oh no.
You want to know who saw the killer? And it's not like they're just... Game over, man!
Yay! No! Not game over! Isn't there a single clue?
Well... Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's not that either? Are you kidding me?
Shoot!
What are my options here?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
It's not that either. Shit.
Shoot!
What the hell is it?
Isn't there a single clue? Well,
did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah.
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the killer.
Fuck.
Shoot!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it? Well, did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah.
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the...
Oh, thank God.
What's wrong?
I thought for sure I was fucking everything up.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw him stuffing a and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Sorry, I skipped the whole...
Track jacket and a duffel bag.
I skipped that because I thought it was like, oh, guess what? This is all the same. Now look at the photo. What photo?
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of
Wait,
any
which
evidence.
photo? Did I fuck it up?
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was
The bit you
in a
skipped?
hurry.
Ah, shit. Sorry, dude. I just had a feeling it was... I'm just glad I was right about Chihiro being a dude and everything else leading up to it with him
why
being
would
a
he
dude.
be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for
him.
him, I should think.
Okay.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But he and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because it was a him.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Ah, there we go.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
In a way, yes.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Yes.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Honestly, I have no clue.
No,
I know it's not
you
Hiro,
already
and I
have what
know
you
it's
need
not
to make the
Byakuya,
connection.
because Hiro's too much of an idiot. Oh, no, I already have enough to make the connection. Oh.
Huh?
You know
Okay.
who the killer is.
I do?
Seriously?
Oh, okay. Yes, I
Who's the killer?
do.
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Okay.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Oh, it makes me think is it...
Are
Okay.
you sure about that?
Shit, alright.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Oh.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Wait, so we're inferring, which isn't actually... Okay.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Okay, you love this part? Okay. Hopefully I'll live up to your expectations then.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Well, it was blue, had white and blue? Does Chihiro's jacket really hold some clue about the killer? I have no fucking clue. I didn't see the jacket. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Hangman's Gambit? Oh, I see. Okay. It's gotta be Celeste's account, right?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
There we go.
No,
Blue tracksuit. There it is. That was my clue. How would you be the killer if you didn't know
What
that
did
he
you
was
just
wearing
say?
a blue tracksuit? Yeah, baby. I may have been drunk, but I still fucking caught your ass.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
so I'm stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise. Oh yeah, baby!
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Yes!
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Fucking winner, baby.
What are you
fucking winner?
Just...
Wait, so it was Mondo? Alright, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Hey,
Alright.
Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Alright,
blue?
Mondo. You just got fucking called out by a drunk asshole and a chick that has a dick. What do you think?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
I'm proud of this.
I just...
Oh, you just what? You just murdered the poor guy.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Oh, yeah, sure thing, bud.
No,
Sure
that can't be it.
thing.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Yep.
Cherry?
Chihiro.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
I like this game. This game's good.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why?
Really?
What
Why?
made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
It's gotta be one of these two. Acting?
There
No.
was a certain turning point that tipped me. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You
Fuck.
only call God, and after he was killed,
I
you
should have
happened
seen
to
that
refer
because
to
he
him as
mentioned
dude.
that he was a dude.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Damn it.
Did you notice such a
I
tiny
forgot about the
detail?
dude detail.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Fuck.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leave.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro.
I got it!
It has to be
We know
Chihiro's,
Chihiro's
right?
handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Isn't that Leon's?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak points?
I got it!
Yeah!
You
There we
already
go.
told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was. But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long,
The
it
sauna.
will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Yep.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Wait, is this Taka?
That layer of air would get blown away.
No, it's
That's
gotta
why
be.
You may feel
It's
a
gotta be
burning
manga,
when
right?
you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Taka and...
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Really? It could have only been one person. I think it's Mondo.
Here's my answer.
Because he was wearing everything.
Your handbook got broken
Taka
in the
was
sauna,
not.
didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because you were naked when you were in
Mondo
there.
and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta puke real bad. Alright, we're back. But I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't think that's true, but we'll go with it. Broken E handbook, Awie's account, Genocide Jack case file, Chihiro's handbook, card reader. Fuck.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Shit.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
It's gotta be the Broken E
Let's test
handbook,
if what
right?
he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if then that proves...
Well, my goddamn
handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test if what he says you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mon then that proves...
Well, my
goddamn handbook works just fine.
Damn it.
See? Look! Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test if what he said you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves...
Well, my goddamn
handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's
How am I
test
so
if
bad at
what he
this?
said you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves...
Well, my goddamn
handbook works just fine.
Oh wow, I suck.
See? Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Sucks so much. How am I screwing
Let's
this up
test
so
if
bad?
what he said you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves...
Well, my
goddamn handbook works just fine.
There we go. There we go. Finally got it.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking
That's what I
about?
called earlier. Yes. Okay.
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Yep.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Uh-huh.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
That's what I was saying. That the main fucking broken one is whoever the killers was.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning
Nope.
out your handbook is prohibited?
Because the person who's dead
Here's how
can't
I
loan
look
it.
at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Hell yeah.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro?
Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Sure thing, bud.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time,
Oh, God
from the
damn it.
beginning?
Give me 1 sec to refill my water if this is gonna be the case. I'll do a halfway full. No reason going all the way.
That way, everything will become clear. And
Oops, sorry, I skipped over the important part. Oh shit. So that's that. Okay. So in the bathroom. Okay, that and then this. This? Yeah, I think I'm going the right way with this. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, in, yeah. Okay. Maybe I am doing this right. Oh, there's the opening now. Shit. You wouldn't use the same opener. Yeah, it would be that. Oh shit, okay. So this has to be girls' room. Then Byakuya is changing everything. So there's Byakuya. So this is probably this. No, this is this. This is this. Fuck. It's not that. This, however... Shit. Man, I really don't know. I think this has to be this. No, wait. This is this. Then this is this. Oh, I really don't think this is right, but I don't really have much of a choice. Shit, I think I'm right on this part. Oh, I don't have much more time. Okay. Okay, so this is all correct. The posters is weird. Shit. Probably this. No, it's this. And then this. Yeah. I'm gonna reenact. See
Here's
if I'm
exactly
right.
what happened.
Oh boy, I hope I'm right.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Good. First step
That
complete.
something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. Even
Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean
she
to
made
do
her
that.
way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh no. Okay. Shit. So I'm hoping it goes boom, boom. Everybody's saying hello. Weightlifting. Yeah, okay, that's gotta be right. Yeah, that's gotta be right as well. I'm really hoping that those two are right. Because these are already changed, so they have to be right. Comes in with the rope, gets them all up. Yeah, and then this.
The killer is
I hope.
you!
I hope. I really hope I'm right on this.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently...
Are you kidding me? What happens after this? Okay, girl's door. Ah. This.
The killer is you! With bag in... She made her... But how could the...
There we go.
Simple. Because she was really a he. Which
Yep.
is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain it.
Yep.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yep. Yeah, okay, okay,
It seems
okay.
likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Really? What the hell else is it? Excuse me? None of this fits, except for, I don't know, this. But that didn't work. So this?
The killer is
I don't know,
you!
I'm so confused. That's so weird. It wasn't the dumbbell?
And attacked him.
What is it then? Yeah, I get that. I know I failed, but I'm so confused as to why. If it's not the dumbbell, then what is it? Yeah, that's great. How about you fuck right off?
I refuse to give up yet!
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck it's supposed to be if it's not the dumbbell. Okay, so this... Okay. Is it this? That'd be so weird, but it could be. Nope, that's not right. Boom, boom, inside. Nope, that's not right either. It is that one there. So now I gotta figure out what this last one is. Or these last two are. So killed, removing. Oh, I think I know what it is. Please be right.
Here's exactly what happened.
Please be right.
First, let's take a... Last night, select at the time. That's... With bag in... She made her... But how could the victim, who was apparently...
I'm trying to skip as much as I need to in order to
Simple.
get to where I was.
Which is why he was able to use... Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Okay.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yep.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Did I screw it up? What?
Here's exactly what happened. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, then, removing the blood...
Oh, okay, there we go. We got the next step.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the... But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Oh, that is right. Okay.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
But why? No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to... alright. So it's literally just the last 3 little pages here? God damn it.
The killer is... you!
No? What the hell else is it? Okay, so it goes from there to this. Is it this? And then... this?
The killer is... you!
So trivial.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
So that's what happened. Okay, makes sense. I guess.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Okay.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in this trial? All I have to do is check that one item of his, and everything will become clear. Good luck and have fun. Oh god damn it, motherfucker.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! I refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen!
Oh damn it, I screwed up.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! I refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! Show me some evidence! You're wrong!
Oh, I won?
Show me some evidence!
That was weird.
This should prove it.
Wasn't expecting to win that one so quick, but okay, I'll take it. Hell yeah, baby.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh. Okay. I'll take that. Total A. Yeah. Let's forget some of my prior discretions.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What?
This time, yes it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Awada! In case you were wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're trending very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimura. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo is taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but anyone who doesn't really want to hear it you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into the weakness, and to take on fragile form as of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Oh, so he didn't want to be a girl. He chose to do that because he was weak, and it was just easier to bypass it? Okay. Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy, but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex disappeared. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong enough, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma would have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to
I'm going
change.
to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved... With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and money, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. I'm a little surprised it was Mondo, though, that was the problem. When he decided to start exercising, he thought he would be a good task for somebody's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. It sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give... Oh, maybe talking to Mondo about it would give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to compete come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who'd he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you do? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you that embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Oh, well, that's a twist. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble, but the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Isn't he like a cheese now? Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just...
Gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Oh god. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men." decided to hide the truth of what happened from everybody else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dia was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding the light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety and weighed down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all of this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma tells us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Damn
Why
you!
did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted
No,
to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
stronger
bitch!
than Dia. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey. I
killed Chihiro.
I killed Chihiro.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see, they're all just like him. For a secret from the past, burglary, for that he killed another human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what the true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in here and there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now,
That's what I promised
well
you,
now.
right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold
Now
on.
then,
Now
I prepared
then,
a very special punishment.
For the Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Mondo time, baby. What the fuck? Where did he go? He went into a wood chipper? Mondo butter? So we're cannibals now? Okay. Life and death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Yeah. Again, yeah. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to... What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. But Byakuya?
What is
You're
this?
completely insane, you know, that a game, one of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have any response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule, too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
Well,
done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. after he'd gone and I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? You're such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point, of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is why? Oh, do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever it is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tagome family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
you're getting all riled
so
up.
cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mom for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Oh, Tubbo sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to
As
ask
long
you.
as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh.
Go-ha!
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Huh. So there's a 16th student. Interesting. Boy's Life of Despair. Goddamn, we did it. That's 2 more down. 10 left. Holy shit, what a stream. Hell yeah, baby. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, hello.
I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon, it's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, molasses. Oh god of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Sniff snit, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule, but right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. Grr. Huh? Grr, grr, grr.
Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? Oh. Oh? Next Generation, Legend Stand Tall, Galactic Hero, Daily Life. Was that Chihiro? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always, and I expected to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today. That is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy, which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us then. It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. Oh, and then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along and live here together on peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the the only hope we have now. What, to live here forever?
Well.
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, is our current situation Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess?
Huh?
Huh?
Here we go!
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon cat girl dog boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King, and what I mean is there's no 2D here.
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind put such a best desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right,
Well,
right?
Yeah, I mean, since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Then, once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may be a discovery waiting for us which may further enrich our life here. No. The point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me and so I appeared!
What? Nobody called for you. How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally, a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta be backing me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Yeah. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Yeah. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after our much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school.